Hello, welcome back. My name is Bronson, and I am currently in the wilderness. I was just carrying on with the Slayer from last time. We didn't get any more Slayer points from Toriel, so I spoke to the Slayer lady who is next to the Grand Exchange. She gave me a task to kill these Dark Warriors, who are actually up in the wilderness. So the wilderness means I can be killed by other players. So yeah, I got it from the lady who is down here, this one. So yeah, we crossed the wilderness, come up to this tower here, and we had to kill something like 45-ish of these Dark Warriors. Luckily, on this level, they are only level 8. So it wasn't too much trouble, especially with all the wine we've got. So we've got absolutely battered on the wine, but we've got these kills done. So we just got a couple more to go. Whilst I kill these last two guys, if you could please remember to like, subscribe, and comment anything I'm doing wrong that you want to see me do. Any feedback about how the UI is looking or anything else I'm doing, please let me know. It's still growing as a channel, so any recommendations, advice, feedback, just say you enjoy it, I appreciate it all. So, one more warrior. We also picked up a looting bag, which you can leave open, and then everything that you pick up goes straight in there. You can only take stuff out of it at a bank, I think. It's just a nice bit of extra inventory space. There we go, we killed 82 Dark Warriors. Wow, it was 82. I've been... I was farming this for quite a while. You've completed one wilderness task and you'll need 4 more before you start receiving Slayer points. So I'm not getting Slayer points for this one. That's annoying, and I definitely should have looked that up. But, I don't really like looking things up, so we would have had to get this done anyway at some point. I did also get to a high enough magic level, because after doing all of that, we're level 37. To get the Lumbridge teleport and the Varrock teleport, so we don't need to use the Chronicle as much anymore. But I do need to start leveling up my combat. My strength is only 5, which is pretty useless. So I'm going to do some more questing today, and I'm going to probably see if I can do it in my melee gear and actually level up strength, change the combat type so it does that. But let's teleport away from here, hand in our Slayer task, and see what we do next. Okay, so the quest we're going to start with today is the Dwarf Cannon one. I've got some food, I've got my loot bag still, and these 2 necklaces you got for the Grand Exchange just to teleport around so I don't spend the whole day walking. I'm going to try and do this without using too much guidance, as the plugin can make it way too easy sometimes, and I want to sit back and enjoy everything. So we're running down to here, which seems to be a coal mine. We used the game's necklace to teleport up here, because there's a game here or something. This is the game's necklace, yeah. So let's run down here and go talk to some dwarves, I'm assuming, about their cannons. And I appear to be running the wrong way. So after a bit of walking the wrong way, I've made it to the dwarf area, coal mine. I've also changed the quest helper over here to have a medium assistant, so it doesn't just tell us exactly what we need to do all the time. So it will leave us to figure some things out on our own, which should be a bit more engaging. Can I get in here? Yes, let's go talk to this guy. Hello. Gothics be praised, the cavalry has arrived, hero. How would you like to be made an honorary member of the Black Guard? The Black Guard? What's that? Ha ha, what's that, he asks. What a sense of humour. The Black Guard is the finest regiment in the Dwarven army. Only the best of the best are allowed to join, and they receive months of rigorous training. Why are you letting me join then? However, we are currently in need of a hero, so for a limited time only, I'm offering you, a hero, a human, a chance to join this prestigious regiment. What do you say? I love it when I ask a question and then the game just immediately answers it. Yes. I'd be honored to join. That's the spirit. Now, trooper, we have no time to waste. The goblins are attacking from the forests to the south. There are so many of them. They are overwhelming my men and breaking through our perimeter defenses. Could you please try to fix the stockade by replacing the broken rails with these new ones? Sounds easy enough. You'll need this hammer too. Report back to me once you fix the railings. Yes, sir, Captain. Okay, I am joining the Dwarven Army's elite guard, it seems. Must be nice to just be constantly successful without having to do anything. Just be in the right place at the right time. So we'll go and inspect this railing. That part seems fine. Is it this missing bit? I'll look for any signs of damage. Not necessarily where the arrow is flashing. So all looks fine so far. All of this railing looks pretty good. So I am missing something. This is what happens when I try and do things myself, because I'm an idiot. You. Aha. What shows... Oh yeah, look. It's a tiny little thing down here. Arm's getting tired. Oh, I cut myself on the rusty old railing. Okay, keep going. I crushed my hand on the railing. I am not good at this. There we go. Perfect. Never had any doubt. Okay, we know what we're looking for now. So we need to find ones that have got a slight bend in the bottom. These all look fine. Here's another broken one. See how much we hurt ourselves doing this. Lucky I brought a lot of chicken. You wrench your back. Wow, that's my strength down to 2. Oh, 3. Okay, well, let's not get in any fights. That's that bit fixed. Let's see what else we got. It's a lot of fence here. There we go, there's another one. Okay, let's get all of these done and then we'll check back in and see what's next. So this is the last bit of fence that needs replacing. Let's see what happens next, if we actually ever do it. We've cut ourselves on the rusty old railing. I wonder if tetanus is a thing in Gillinor, because I don't think my guy's had his jabs. That could end badly, but let's hope that they've cured that. I'm sure there's a magic cure for it. Well done, trooper. The goblins seem to have stopped getting in. I think you've done the job. Great, I'll be getting on then. What? I'll have you jailed for desertion. Uh-oh. Besides, I have another commission for you. Just before the goblins overran us, we lost contact with our watchtower to the south. That's why the goblins managed to catch us unawares. I'd like you to perform a covert operation into enemy territory to check up on the guards we have stationed there. They should have reported in by now. Okay, I'll see what I can find out. Excellent. I have 2 men there. The dwarf in charge is Gilor. Find him and tell him I'll send a relief guard just as soon as we mop up these remaining goblins. Okay. Let's go and make sure these other dwarves are alright. So go to the top floor of the tower south of here. Ah, I guess this is a tower. I recently turned off buildings so I could see better. But I guess it makes some things, yeah. I wonder if there's a quick toggle button for that. I should look into that. Because I want to see buildings. I don't want it just to always appear like this. But it's handy for when you're in towns and such. I guess I'll turn it on and off as needed. So let's climb up here. Oh. That doesn't seem good. Let me take these remains. I got a whole skeleton in my inventory now. Okay, luckily it didn't go into my loot bag. Let's close that. We'll put stuff in it as we need it. No, I don't think the captain's going to be very happy. Hello. Have you been to the watchtower yet? I have some terrible news for you, Captain. The goblins overran the tower. Your guards fought well, but were overwhelmed. Did they fight well? You couldn't really see. It was just dead. The goblins really picked him clean. You give the dwarf captain his subordinates' remains. I can't believe it. Gilon was the finest lieutenant I had. We'll give him a fitting funeral. Word of his command. His son, Log, was with him. Did you find his body too? No, there was only one body there. I searched pretty well. The goblins must have taken him. Please, traveller, seek out the goblins' hideout and return the lad to us. They always attack from the southeast, so they must be based down there. Okay, I'll see if I can find their hideout. What level are these goblins? Only 2. Okay, so I should be able to take them anyway with my terrible strength skill. Yeah, luckily we grinded defense a little bit, so I got my full set of mithril armor. So even if we're doing very little damage, we should be able to soak up a lot of hits as well. So let's go and find this goblin cave. This is the entrance to the goblin cave. It wasn't that far, it's just next to the fishing guild. But now we are in their cave and we've unlocked a new music track, Goblin Game. That's a level 27 bat, so let's ignore that for now. Those are level 12 rats, but the goblins are only level 2. That is good. So we need to find someone. The guard's son. Let's kill a couple of goblins on the way just to get some levels up in our strength, because we still level up off level 2 enemies, because again, level 6 strength ain't where it's at. Luckily they don't actually aggro to us, and they don't seem to care if we start beating up their friends. Get some... Take the bones, don't need the bronze shield. Oh, mithril. Okay, supposedly it's in some of these crates. One over here. Ah, it's a dwarf child. Thank the heavens, you saved me. I thought I'd be goblin lunch for sure. Are you okay? I think so. I'd better run off home. God, his face is mangled. That's right, you get going, I'll catch up. He's got like 5 tufts of hair, that's pretty impressive. Thanks again, brave adventurer. Okay, so that's all we actually needed from the goblin cave. It was easy enough. Let's kill some more goblins on the way out and then head back to the captain. We have made it back to the captain. I spent a little time in the goblin cave just to get myself up to 10 strength. Also learnt that the looting bag is only for the wilderness, so me having that open at the moment is doing absolutely nothing. But anyway, we rescued the little boy. Let's go see what this guy says. Hello, has Locke returned yet? He has, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Without you, he'd be a goblin barbecue. Always a pleasure to help. In that case, could I ask one more favour of you? So a second ago you were saying I was going to get done in for desertion, because you weren't asking me a favour, you were commanding me. Now you're asking me a favour. I mean, which is it? When the goblins attacked us, some of them managed to slip past my guards and sabotage our cannon. I don't have anybody who understands how it works. Could you have a look at it and see if you can get it working for us, please? Okay, let's see if we can get the cannon up and running. Thank you. Take this toolkit. You'll need it. Report back to me if you manage to fix it. So we've got a toolkit, and this looks like a cannon. So let's have a look. I guess I'd better fix it with a toolkit I was given. Use the toolkit on the thing. Choose a tool to use on each of the moving parts. We use this on the safety switch. Nope. On the spring. We can use this on the gear. And then we need to use this somewhere on the safety switch. And then... oh no, we definitely want the spring on here. Is there another bit that I'm missing? We've done the gear, we've done the spring, we've done the safety switch. Is that it? It's not an easy job, but I'm guessing there. Good stuff. Let me know if you have any luck. If you manage to get that thing working, the goblins will be no trouble at all. Oh. So we've got the gear, we've got the spring, we've got the safety switch. Is there anything else? Do I have to do it in a certain order? So this was the switch. This was the spring. This was the gear. Aha! So maybe there was an order. You fixed the cannon. Better go and tell the captain. Hello again. Hello there, trooper. How's things? Well, I think I've done it. Take a look. That's fantastic. Well done. Well, I don't believe it, but it seems to be working perfectly. Yeah. I seem to have underestimated you, trooper. Not bad for an adventurer, eh? Not bad at all. Your effort is appreciated, my friend. Now, if I could figure out what the thing uses as ammo. The Black Guard forgot to send instructions. I know I said that was the last favour, but... what now? I can't leave this post. Could you go to the Black Guard base and find out what this thing actually shoots? Okay then, just for you. That's great. We were lucky you come along when you did. The base is located just south of the Ice Mountain. You'll need to speak to Nolodian, the Dwarf Cannon Engineer. He's the weapons development chief for the Black Guard, so if anyone knows how to fire this thing, it'll be him. Okay, I'll see what I can do. So we need to go to the Ice Mountain, which is over here. I think there's a teleport near here. No, this is the White Wolf Mountain. This is the Ice Mountain? Yes. So we need to get over here. So let's go. This will be where it is. So let's start making our way over there. I appear to have found myself in another dwarf camp. I should be talking to someone here. This guy. Luckily he's got an arrow above his head. This is the engineer. Let's see what he can engineer. Can I help you? Captain Lorgoth sent me. He's having trouble with his cannon. We've all been there. Of course, we forgot to send the ammo mold. It fires a mold? Don't be silly. The ammo was made by using a mold. Here, take these to him. The instructions explain everything. I don't know what accent I'm trying to do there. It changed the entire time I was doing that sentence. Thank you, adventurer. The Dwarf Black Guard will remember this. I apologise for that. Okay, so this is the last step. We need to go back to the captain and give him the ammo mold and the notes. Let's go do that. Teleport to somewhere. I want to say the Barbarian Outpost. Yeah, now time for running. Okay, Captain, let's wrap this up before you ask me to do some more stuff. Hello, Trooper. Any word from the cannon engineer? Yes, I've spoken to him. He gave me an ammo mold and some notes to give you. Ah, of course. We make the ammo. This is great. Now we will be able to defend ourselves. I don't know how to thank you. You could give me a cannon. Ha! You'd be lucky. Those things are worth a fortune. I'll tell you what, though. I'll write to the cannon engineer requesting him to sell you one. He controls production of the cannons. He won't be able to give you one, but for the right price, I'm sure he'll sell you one to you. Sounds interesting. I might take you up on that. So, that is Dwarf Cannon done. We got a quest point, 750 crafting XP, and an ability to use a Dwarf multi-cannon. So, for the right price, we can buy a dwarf multi-cannon. I don't know what we're going to use it for, but I'm definitely going to run to the bank and then buy a dwarf multi-cannon because that sounds awesome. So let's teleport home, get some money. No idea how much it's going to cost. I'll grab everything and then we'll teleport back to the dwarf engineer and get a cannon and then shoot things with said cannon. Let's see how much a cannon is. I do currently have 110,000 gold. If you're wondering where that came from, the answer is copper coils. Bronze, no, not copper coils at all. Bronze wires. I did a lot of mining on my phone whilst I was watching something that I clearly wasn't very interested in. Made a whole load of bronze wires. And then I also bought a load of bronze ingots on the Grand Exchange and made a bunch more wires and then sold all of those. And yeah, that got me about 140k, I think. So hopefully a cannon is less than that. Hello. Hello, traveller. How's things? Not bad, thanks yourself. I'm good. Just working hard as usual. I was hoping you'd sell me a cannon. I shouldn't really, but as you helped us out so much, I could sort something out. I do warn you, though, they don't come cheap. For the full setup, 750,000 coins. I thought I had a lot of money, but that's a lot. Or I can sell you separate parts, but it'll cost extra. That's not cheap. Can I look at the separate parts? Of course. Well, I can afford the instruction manual. Let's buy an instruction manual and see what's up. To construct the cannon, firstly set down the base firmly onto the ground. Next, add the dwarf stand, then add the barrels. Lastly, add the furnace, which powers the cannon. You should now have a fully set up multi-cannon ready to splat nasty creatures, making ammo from steel bars. Firing the cannon, you'll only fire monsters are available to target. If you're carrying enough ammo, the cannon will fire up to 30 rounds before it runs out and stops. Here's a warranty if it's lost, stolen, or ruined. The dwarf engineer will replace the parts. Okay. So it seems to be a big thing that you can set up statically, potentially to farm stuff later on. I don't know, but it looks like something that's a little bit out of our budget at the moment. So let's get rid of this. That's the dwarf cannon quest done. When we get some more money later on, we can buy one and start shooting stuff. But that's that. Let's see what we want to do next. So we haven't got long left in this episode, so I wanted an easy quest. The next recommended easy novice quest was Doric's quest. It's another one where it looks like I can just bring the stuff to him and have it be done. But I'm gonna go and mine the stuff myself. See, well, do it properly. I could just buy all the stuff, but that would be too easy, wouldn't it? So we need to go to Falador, just north of Falador, near where that goblin camp was, and talk to someone called Doric, and then they shall give us the quest. I don't know if any of these point us to Falador, but it's not far, so let's start running, running, and running. Here is Doric's house, and here is Doric. Hello, traveller. What brings you to my humble smithy? I wanted to use your anvils. My anvils get enough work with my own use. I make pickaxes, and it takes a lot of hard work. If you could get me some more materials, then I could let you use them. Yes, I will get you the materials. Clay is what I use more than anything to make casts. Could you please get me 6 clay, 4 copper ore, and 2 iron ore? I could pay you a little and let you use my anvils. Take this pickaxe with you just in case you need it. Certainly, I'll be right back. Don't need that bronze pickaxe. So we need clay, iron, and copper. Do we have one nearby that's got all of that? I really need to figure out how to use this map better because I don't need all of these open at once, but I also don't want to click through and disable them all because that feels like it would take way too long. Before anything, let's get out of this room because that grindstone wheel is that noise is doing me in. This one has copper, iron, tin, and coal, but we need clay as well. Dwarven mine, potentially in here. Let's go have a look at this mine, see if it's in here. Well, there seems to be a lot of stuff in this the mining guild, mining cave bit. There's even some stores and stuff. So let's see what we've got. There's a closed chest. Can we open it? And we can search it, but there's nothing in there. Let's talk to Drogo Dwarf. Hello, welcome to my mining shop, friend. Do you want to trade? Okay, so buy some stuff. That's cool. There's a magic door with things around here. But let's get what we need, which I believe was 4 iron. Doric's quest, here we go. 6 clay, 4 copper, 2 iron. It should be easy enough. Because we've got copper, tin, and iron here. Clay over here. Another mining shop, a general store. Skills necklace. Whoa, okay. There's a lot that goes on here. It goes even deeper. Right, this is a big mine network. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that should be the iron. We need 4 copper. I'm going to get 4 iron as well because I can't remember if it's 4 copper or 4 iron. And I'm not going to click on the buttons again because I'm too stubborn. Oh, it took a while to mine that copper. That's 3 iron. Let's get some more copper. We got a mithril pickaxe from somewhere. I might have just bought it, I can't remember. But it should make this nice and easy. And then we've got clay over here. So we need 6 clay. And then we can head back. Okay, that's all 6 coppers, clays, irons, whatever they're called. Got all of them. We're definitely going to come back and check out this mine some more. But I want to finish off this quest, so we'll head back up the ladder. Head back over here to get to Doric's house. That's over here, isn't it? Yeah. And then hand in that quest, get a little XP, get to use the guy's anvils. I don't know if they're better than someone else's for some reason. And then that'll be it this episode. So while I'm running over here, just want to say thank you all for watching, and again, any feedback, drop it down in the comments. Any interaction really helps, and I mean, I've had a pretty good response to this very early on, which has made me motivated to keep doing this. I mean, I started this channel just because I wanted to play RuneScape, but I knew that if I just played it by myself, I'd never get anywhere. So I figured starting a channel, seeing if I can interact with the community a little bit, get some support, and it's really been helping. So thank you to everyone who has been watching this so far. I do really appreciate it, and I'm hoping to keep on at this, considering I'm playing this at a very slow pace. I'm trying to do like 3 episodes a week. So at the rate I'm going, I should have maybe 10 to 12 years worth of content to get out. So let's see how we get on with that. Anyway, we are back to Doric. We've got his materials, and he's given us some 180 coins. So we're now rich, some more mining XP. Level 27, we can use his anvils, which I'm assuming are just anvils. But anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.